Hello, good morning. We're here at the China World in Chinatown. We came to our favorite spot at the Indian food court, which is right on the last floor, the fourth floor of this mall. And we have something to show you, which is some Indian set. My wife got a vegetarian flavor. I got chicken. Let me show you. So she had the veggie tray. Comes with white rice, vegetables, and tofu. And I forgot what that one is. Then comes with this section. I think they
It's called naan bread.
naan bread. Mine comes with about the same tofu, but it's some chicken tray. There you go.
So this mall is located inside of Chinatown, and the name of the mall is called China World. My vegetarian tray is $2, 70 bahts, which is $2, and his chicken meal was 140 bahts, which is $4. So together we spent about six US dollars for this awesome Indian lunch.
Yeah, which is very nice because other places is like way more expensive, and the flavor and the seasoning is just perfect. It's
It's
really good.
so authentic. You see, very authentic.
And when you do a set, you get a little bit of everything, so you don't have to get like you might get a buttered chicken or any rice, but here you get like all types of three different options. Try it. And I never had Indian food till I met my wife when she introduced me Indian food. I was more like I wasn't like go an out there person trying this new type of cuisine. But when I tried Indian food, I thought it was just it's amazing, and I like the seasoning. This reminds me of my tortillas that I eat in Mexico. I'm still trying to learn what they're called, but I
Naan.
naan. I still treat them like a tortilla, which I just use. I shape it like a spoon and then eat it.
So he has never eaten any Asian food except Chinese buffet before he met me. So I introduced him to Japanese food, Thai food, Indian food, and
Korean,
Korean, and
all the exotic stuff. Even like the African, what is it called? The big tortilla. I forgot. Ethiopian.
yeah,
Even
Ethiopian
Ethiopian,
food.
something which is out of this world
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah, so he was living in a sheltered community of Mexican people.
Yeah.
He was never outside of his own Mexican community until we met each other. I introduced him to all kinds of international food. And at first, he was kind of scared to try a different type of food. But once he started eating it regularly, he got hooked on mostly Asian food.
Yeah. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I still eat my comfort food like Mexican food, but not as often. And we try just a few Mexican places in Thailand. We try like a few, but I'm in love with Asian food as well. But yeah, I was kind of sheltered with. Well, it's not really. Well, maybe it is shelter, but that's because why would you go outside of your own community? That's what your mentality is like. You already know what you have, so you never venture out. But I'm glad I did. So I got to learn all this type of different cuisines all over the world.
So his world has changed after he met me.
Yeah.
Until he met me, he, like I said, he lived in a Mexican community, eating Mexican food that his mother cooked. He
Yeah.
lived next to his mother, so his mother cleaned for him, did laundry for him, and
Which is
she,
normal.
yeah, which is normal in Mexican culture, I guess. And she was packing his lunch every day.
Yeah. I guess I didn't have a spouse, so my mom had my own lunch.
But on the other hand, since I was 18, I moved out of my family's house and I have had an apartment. You know, I lived in a college dorm. And so, pretty much, when we met, it was like a huge culture shock because I'm like, he was 25 when I met him. His mother was still cooking for him and did laundry, and she packed his lunch. So one day I made a comment like, why are you're 25, why are you letting your mom do everything? And he was in shock because in his culture that was normal, but in my culture or where I came from, because I have been independent since I was 18 and I didn't have my parents around. I moved away from my parents since I was 18, so I was on my own. I was pretty independent. So when I first learned about the Mexican culture, I guess that
Yeah.
they kind of live together, even though the man or a woman or adults, they live together in the same house and the mother cooked for everybody. It was a culture shock for me.
In other countries, like in Europe, I hear people live with their parents till they're 30, and it's due to economical reasons or cultural. It's just something you're not used to, but it's pretty normal in other cultures. I don't. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just different ways of doing things. But yeah, now I guess I'm more independent. But yeah, eventually, like I guess I moved out. I mean, you get married, you move out with your wife, and she becomes your priority, and you have kids and stuff like that. So, well, this is how I eat Indian food. I don't know. I never was shown how to eat it correctly or whatever. I just eat it the way I visualize it.
So after we got married, I was the main cook in the family. So obviously, me being Japanese, I always went to like Asian grocery store and I prepared Asian meal. So he got used to eating Asian food every day.
You notice a lot of Asian food don't have meat and beef, or and that's just I guess they're more into the vegetarian or fish or chicken. But yeah, I grew up eating like beef every day or steak or whatever, ground beef with rice and beans. So it was kind of a little interesting not to eat that much meat when I married my wife at first. Like, I feel like something's missing.
There's nothing wrong with how Mexican people eat, but in general, my point of view, I could be wrong, but my point of view is Asian food is healthier because we eat more veggies and
Yeah.
the portion is less.
Well, Hispanic community, you have a lot of corn, so the tortilla, but that's just the culture.
So there's no right or wrong. It's just different.
Well, you like my mom's cooking, right? Like you ate
Oh
tamales
yeah. His
and
mother
rice.
is such a great cook. She's the sweetest lady. She's so amazing.
Yeah, she's very kind.
Yeah, she's very kind and she raised him with a very good value. I really appreciate his Mexican mother. She's so lovely. I love her.
My mom is from Puebla, which is southern part of Mexico, where they do things a little different than north side of Mexico, which they have their own unique dishes. So my mom is pretty good at making mole, which is like chicken with a brown pepper. I don't know if I call it gravy or sauce. It's very good. She's good at that. She cooks a lot. And she's very selfless. She takes care of her family.
I'm sure she was surprised when you say, "Hey, I'm marrying a Japanese girl."
She
She's
was,
like, "Where did you meet a Japanese girl?"
yeah, she was happy for me.
Yeah, she was actually very happy for us.
Yeah, hopefully my mom can visit us, and we wanna take her to South Korea. She's a big BTS fan, so hopefully we make that happen. If not, we can always meet somewhere in Asia or Europe, and maybe my wife's kids, grandkids can come and visit her as well.
Yes, so I have a 26-year-old son, and he has two children, 1 year old, and the other one, I think he's 5 months old. They're adorable. Unfortunately, they live very far away from us. They live in Alaska, for
Yeah.
all places. I don't know why my son likes Alaska. So my son is in Air Force. He's stationed in Alaska right now. So we don't get to see them much.
Hopefully he's stationed in Japan next time. Maybe we're closer to Japan and we can just visit him,
Yeah.
stay in his house. Yeah, kids.
So I was born and raised in Japan, and I went to United States for college. And since then, I've lived in the States. I got a job there. I had my son in U.S. and I worked for a company for quite some time, and I took an early retirement, and then I decided to move to Thailand to enjoy my retirement life. So it's pretty much a retirement for me. Every day is Sunday. And Thailand, of all places, I think is the best place to retire because the cost of living is much cheaper than US. So US dollars go a long way. And the people are very nice, very polite, very safe. Food is excellent, very affordable. The weather is great. It's a little hot, but it's always pretty much like a summer break for us. There are a lot of parks, some beach resorts. I'm so happy we chose Thailand to move to for my retirement.
Thailand was never in my radar ever, and now I'm glad I came here. We did do like a soft move. We came and visit last year in Christmas. No, this past Christmas, but the other past Christmas, and I thought, yeah, I would be interested to moving.
So originally, I was thinking about moving to Portugal, and I was looking into some visa options. But the cost of living in Portugal have gotten so much more than before because during COVID, all the nomad workers or the digital workers moved to Portugal. So all the apartment prices shot up, and it wasn't as reasonable as it was a couple years ago. So I decided to look elsewhere. So my parents have a house in Japan, so we thought about moving into their house, but their house isn't that big. They have 3 bedrooms, but it's my mom and dad, and it's me and him and our dog. We decided it just doesn't work. You know, we do some online work too, so we need our own office space. So we decided not to move to Japan. Japan
Yeah.
would have been an easier option because we can probably get a visa very easily because my
Yeah.
parents can sponsor us. Um, so we're both U.S. citizens, but in Japan, the parents or the siblings can sponsor us to stay there a long time. So we thought about Japan. It just didn't work. And then I looked at Malaysia. They used to have a visa, retirement visa called My Home, Second Home Malaysia. But during the COVID, they changed the requirements, which was very crazy. I mean, I just didn't like the change they made. So I looked into all the Asian countries that offered a very good retirement visa. And then Thailand, I found that Thailand offers a very good visa program. That's why we ended up in Thailand. But before we moved here, I had never been here. So this was a huge gamble in life.
Yeah.
Even though I've never been here, I decided to apply for a visa and we got approved. And we weren't sure what to expect when we moved here. But then once we moved here, we realized the people are very nice, polite, safe, very peaceful people.
Yeah.
They're all smiling. Safety to me was number one concern, but this is very safe. Bangkok is very exciting. There are a lot of places to explore. Public transportation is awesome. There's train system, bus system, the boat. The boat takes us to many different places.
Yeah. I've been all over. We still haven't seen everything. There's so many places we visit. South portion of Bangkok, north, east, west, and it keeps growing. There's so many more locations we still want to check out.
Oh my gosh, this is so spicy.
It is a little spicy. Spicy, but I can handle it.
I can't.
Very similar to
Spicy.
Mexican food.
Spicy.
Need some water. I'm almost done with my set.
Spicy. That's why they give us cucumber.
Yeah, I tend to fight the spiciness.
So we've been here for 10 months now.
Yeah.
I'm still not used to spicy food at all.
Yeah. If you didn't grow up with it, it's gonna take time to get used to it. It is spicy. I feel a little bit, but it's not like killing me.
I'm not vegetarian, but I just prefer eating veggies. But I understand I need to eat some meat for protein. So sometimes I try to force myself to eat some meat.
Yeah.
But meat is not my favorite, but I understand I need to eat some.
If I don't eat meat, I feel like I have a withdrawal. Like I need to have some type of pork or chicken or some type of beef. Do you eat a pepper?
I thought it was green beans.
Which one is spicy? This one or the red one? They gave us a pepper right there. We never
That's
received
what I
it.
ate.
You're a fool.
I thought it was green beans.
You're a fool. This is very powerful. I will not eat this myself. You made a mistake.
I thought this was green beans.
Never crossed my mind.
Mm.
This will be. Maybe eat some onion. Maybe it'll help you.
Mm-hmm. Ah.
I wouldn't eat it on purpose.
Ah. Excuse me. Oh my god. Ah. Oh.
So my wife is very sensitive to spiciness, but I will be sensitive if I eat
Ah,
this.
I just ate that. Oh,
Are you gonna be okay? Everybody's around the food court's looking at my wife. They're like, is she okay? You need some milk? You'll be okay.
speechless. How about this?
Nicole, I forgot.
No,
No,
no, Indian
I'm done with
bread.
mine.
That was quick. Oh my gosh, that was so spicy.
Yeah,
This one.
I could eat it if I was eating tacos, you know, tacos like uh, ribeye meat with onions, all the good stuff from Mexico and a tortilla. I could eat it, but not by itself.
That was spicy. Oh, my
So
lips hurt.
it takes us an hour to get here to this location. So we take the blue line, which is the underground metro system. It's like I don't know, like 15 stops, but that's the literally the fastest way to get here from where we live. And the great thing about it is just one shot. You don't need to like switch or transfer different trains. So you can be sitting on the metro and just be on your phone or reading a book, or you can be on your headphones. So on the way here, we were lucky. We got seats, and we just got off here at the last, well, not the last stop, but one of the, it's called San Yacht. It's right after Chinatown, which we planned to go to Chinatown today after our lunch. And also we want to go to the plaza, which is right next to this location. It's like a very, I would highly recommend going to if you're into anime, video games, figurines, electronics. They have like 7 or 6 floors of like businesses where they sell like anime figurines. So yeah, this is like the best place to come here. I would love to come here every once a week from. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun to look at stuff that we normally don't look at.
Yeah. So yeah, today's Thursday. It feels like Sunday, like my wife says. It's always Sunday. Like I feel like I'm on the weekend.
Every day is Sunday for
There's
us.
always all kinds of things to do during the week. Except Mondays, I notice some places are closed, but every other day after Monday, it's like kind of busy.
We never get bored living in Bangkok because there's always some festival going or there's like a lot of restaurants to go to.
Yeah. So I think the next big festival probably is Chinese New Year's. So we would like to come and maybe record it and see how it goes. Yeah. This area is pretty nice.
It's an eternal summer break.
Yeah, never gets cold. It's always nice weather. You're halfway there. I'm already done. You need help?
No, I'm fine.
So yeah, right now it's pretty kind of slow a little bit. Not many people at the food court. It's Thursday after all,
1 p.m.
1 p.m.
Today's temperature is 90 degrees.
We can show to us. I'm already done with my dish.
I eat so slow.
Yeah, I was really hungry this morning. So it's not even morning, it's 1 p.m. So it's like my lunch already.
We don't eat breakfast.
No. Yeah, when we recently moved, I did buy like little bread snacks, and I make coffee at home. But little by little, I thought I feel full when I eat breakfast. I don't feel like eating lunch right away in the afternoon, so I just kind of made ourselves have like a one meal during the day, and just have like a little snack at night. That's pretty much it. Miracle coffee. Yeah, I guess I can show you guys what's behind me. Let's see. The Mama Kenyan cuisine restaurant. All the kinds of restaurants. Yeah, the best price in town for Indian food. We tried Lotus last week. Indian food, it wasn't as great.
The portion was small.
Small portion, maybe more expensive than this. Here you got so many options. And it's pretty affordable.
It's amazing. This is $2. This. There's a whole bunch of options and naan bread.
Indian food gets treated like a very expensive luxury. I think
Sometimes.
sometimes all over the world, maybe. Here, especially, there's restaurants I've seen and it's really pricey. So to find this, and this is not even bad, it's really delicious, but the price is insane. So yeah, it's kind of hidden gem in Chinatown to come to this Indian place,
Right.
Indian restaurant.
Not many people know there's a food court up here.
Yeah. Every time you go to a mall, you think there's not a food court. You might see McDonald's or a coffee place, but then it's either under the last underground floor or on the very last floor, where they usually like a food court. You can buy all kinds of food. Well, in a few moments, we're gonna be going downstairs and we're gonna go next door and show you guys the Plaza Market. It's a very interesting paradise for people that like anime and video games. So we would love to show you guys what that looks like. So thank you for watching us and having a nice lunch with us. So we'll see you soon, okay? Bye bye.